Welcome to the latest installment of a series that we like to call That Leslie Sound.
In this series, we're going to attempt to cover every Leslie pedal on the used and the new market. If you want to know more about what pedals are in the series, click on the card above to watch the series opener.
And if you want to know what That Leslie Sound is, click on the card that will take you to a YouTube playlist that you'll hear many famous songs that use That Leslie Sound. Welcome to the series. Today, That Leslie Sound is brought to you by the Electro-Harmonix Lester K. And the Beard's going to let you hear what it sounds like.
So that was the Lester K from Electro-Harmonix in stereo. So again, if you didn't have your headphones on, pop the headphones in, go back, check that out. This is pretty straightforward pedal. Not as many features maybe, but gets the job done with the features that you need.
Right.
I will say this. It does say Lester K, and there's a Lester G. We were unable to get the Lester G for the series. Maybe we'll get our hands on that down the road. Somebody pointed out in the comments of another video that Lester G is for guitar, Lester K is for keyboard. They are correct.
Yes.
But if you go out and you do the research, Electro-Harmonix does say that this can be used for guitar too. So, and I actually kind of like this one I'd like that this one has less features, is a little less expensive than Lester G. It's a much bigger pedal with a lot more knobs on it. Not that we're necessarily afraid of that at this point, but so hopefully maybe someday. Anyway, what do we have? We have a volume knob and then a drive knob. That's pretty self-explanatory. A slow speed, a fast speed. So as we use this button right here, we can bounce back and forth between the slow and the fast. We have the bypass button, and then we have a balance. So we can lean either towards the bass rotor or the horns. With the balance knob, we can set our speeds. And
you can brake.
We can brake. So if we hold the speed button, it will brake. We'll show you that in a minute.
Yep.
We're done. There it is. That's
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Stopping by. So we've been starting the last couple ones with running right through the riff in mono. So we are hooked up in mono now.
Reference tone, right?
Yeah, we'll do the reference, and you can play like the riff. I'll kick the pedal on, and then we'll bounce back and forth between fast and slow. Just out of curiosity. Then we'll bounce back and forth between fast and slow.
Super Hampton, Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, a little reverb.
Very cool.
I still like the fast. The fast on this one, I like that. Really, it's very throbby. I like it.
So let's take a look first at the range right? So if I turn the slow knob all the way counterclockwise, and then I'll turn the fast knob and you'll start playing, maybe do the climb thing.
Sure, yep.
We'll go the whole way up to fast on the slow, then I'll switch it to fast, and then we'll go the whole way up. And I think what you'll notice on this pedal is that the top slow and the slowest fast meet.
Right.
Which has not been the case on every pedal.
Yeah, we've had some that overlap, some that don't even bridge the gap.
And this one meets...
This was almost like two circles that perfectly touch each other.
All right, so...
It went from Dramamine to the mothership coming down to take us all away.
It gets a little ugly at the top.
It does.
Maybe do the balance knob real quick. Okay. So I'll go the whole way counterclockwise. We'll roll through it. That's the first one that with the balance all the way to the horns still was almost usable.
Yeah, some of the other ones sound very AM radio, like cut the signal way down, and then the opposite, like a blanket thrown over the amp.
I feel like this one just changed the horns. Like more, not as much of the low end.
Right.
All of the three of these knobs, you can't see it, but they all have like a 12 o'clock notch. So as you're rolling through, when you hit noon, they kind of fall into that notch, and then you go past it. Which is, whatever. I thought it was a nice feature.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're setting, yeah, it's fine. But it's interesting, too, like, there's people that say, oh, if you can get a pedal that everything's set at noon and it sounds great, it's a good pedal, right? So except for these two, which are kind of balancing each other out, like maybe if we put them both at noon, which I'm not suggesting we do, that, you know, for where we have this compensated, this is turned down equidistant. But those three straight up, pretty good. Because you notice that the fast, you get beyond that, and it's a little
wonky.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go a little bit beyond it, but after not even,
right,
like past 1 o'clock, you start getting.
Right.
So why don't we turn the volume down a little bit, and we'll run the drive knob again.
Okay.
Do you want to run that on fast? Let's run it on slow. We like it on slow.
We do.
The drive on slow sounds good.
I like it fast most of the time, but David Gilmour shows up when it's slow and you put a little drive on there. Should I play the same thing?
Sure. Cool.
A somewhat usable drive, right? We've talked about the drives and some we like, some we don't like. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Even at the top end, it wasn't real harsh. It broke up a little bit more like... Oddly has a K on it, but it broke up a little bit more like a G drive, a guitar drive. I don't know.
It's interesting. We mentioned earlier in another video we were recording that I feel like there's some kind of rattling in the amp. I'm hoping the mic's not picking that up. But the higher we get that drive, the more there's like some serious rattling going on over there. But that's not the pedal's fault. That's
right.
Who knows? That's an old workhorse of an amp's fault. Probably.
Yeah. It's turned up to 4 and played for 3 or 4 hours a couple times a week.
So I think that the only thing we didn't show is break. So if we put it on the fast mode, you'll see me push the button, hold it for a second and a half. It should go to break. And then when I push the button again, it should go back to the mode it was in before I engage the brake, which would be the fast mode in this case. So just show that quick. So it has it takes a long time for it to stop.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down to slow to where it's like the light pulses.
And I think if we would have waited another 30 seconds, it would have just
gone solid.
Right. And so in emulating a real Leslie, they're trying to think of having a belt and we have this thing spinning and we disengage that belt, but this thing is still spinning. It's going to take a while on its own to just get to the point where it stops. Interesting. One of the things I like that EHX said about this, if you're using the drive on the pedal, right? So if you have your amp set up and you have the pedal on, you have your drive, engaging the brake, like say you wanted to do a lead line and not have the Leslie effect, but you don't want to turn the pedal off because you don't want to lose the drive that you have on the pedal. That's when you hit the brake and let it just kind of go to a stop, and then when you're done, you want to go back. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Here's an idea.
So with that, I think that's it. That's the Lesser K by Electro-Harmonix. Another pedal in that Leslie Sound series. We're doing new content every Wednesday at noon, every Saturday at noon. We're doing like you've been saying, we're doing the premieres. So we're there. One of us is there. Both of us is there. You got to figure it out from the same screen name. Maybe someday we'll figure that out. But we like to hang out, talk to you with the premiere. So please subscribe, click the notifications so we know new. Oh my gosh. Please subscribe, click notifications so you know when new content's coming out. So you can hang out with us, watch the videos as they're premiering. Stop by Instagram, Facebook, and check us out there. Get an idea of what's coming up from those places. And man, I think with that, boy,
all of that. He gets to say all the hard stuff. I just have to say, this is PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. all means, if you have a speaker or a thing that rattles, make the note even lower.
Yeah.
You're welcome.